Yo, what's going on, guys? Back with yet another weekly review. 2020 is in the books. January 4th is the first trading day of the year. Had a lot of opportunity. Even end of the month, we had Tesla on the last day. You guys know 2020 with a recap, there's been so much volatility, and I'm expecting that to keep up at least until post-election. January is a historically bullish month, so I'm looking for some names that have been lagging, like in Amazon, to maybe post the earnings beat and then continuation towards all-time highs. We got NEO Day coming this week, end of the week. We got Ipoc, which is a huge SPAC merger in Clover Health. And then we got a couple textbook plays. So we're going to run over the overall market, run over some plays, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay. ES, so this S&P 500, trading an upwards channel. Keep it simple, over all-time highs, which we closed pretty much right at 37.53. Take it all the way up to 37.60. Under 37.10, target 3700. I'm looking for somewhat of a bounce at 3700, as that's where the lower trend line is. And yeah, as you guys can see that right in here where this green is, that's the lower trend line that I'm referring to, and I'm expecting a bounce there. So let's look at NQ. NQ, same thing. It hasn't performed as well as the S&P 500, but it's trading, it's flagging on the 4-hour and the hourly. And a break of 12,900, playing up to the all-time high of 12,920-ish, then 12,950. If we cannot hold 12,800, play it down every 100 points. When you guys trade futures, that's kind of just how it does. It's level-to-level trades, unless there's huge catalysts like an upgraded stimmy or something like that. Now we're going to get into the big techs, the big tech stocks. Yeah, so let's look at this setup here. Aapl, falling wedge or falling trend. I think it's going to form into a falling wedge. But what I like about this so much is that we are retesting this. We are retesting this 132 level right here. And as you guys can see over here, this is where we were at before. So it's technically the retest, and in correlation with that, we got the 50 from the fibs, and obviously the 61.8 would be a reversal in the trend. So I'm really watching this 131 area for eventually a run up to 138.79 of the all-time highs on Aapl. Correlate with the market, strong beta, so always keep that in mind. But 133.50, 136, 135, 139 is the most important play. But definitely could start building a position here around 130 in some monthly contracts. AMD, I'm not a big fan of. There's definitely a short play under 90 every dollar to 89, then 88. Earnings for a lot of these big tech name guys is coming very soon. So there's going to be a lot of catalysts. So it's really just managing our bankroll until then. Like I said, we got NEO, Ipoc this week, and some other tickers that I found that are going to have a lot of opportunity. Not the biggest fan, but if we can break this trend, this is even before highs. This trend's from 96. If I'm out of breath or sound sick, it's because I am. So just be with me. But that trend line, I really actually do like the break of that. So 92.50 up to 94. Amazon pulling back here to 32.50-ish. 32.40 is definitely where it needs to hold. Also going to trade down to 3,200 and 31.80. If we go to a larger time frame like the 4-hour, you guys see it's forming this pennant or whatever you guys want to call it, a triangle. I think it's going to need a little bit more time, maybe the earnings beat, something like that. If we have any catalyst on it, we'll obviously play it. Some levels to watch is 3,300, 3,320, 3,350. 3,350 is my main play because I'm going to break out of the all-time high trend. BA, saw some unique option flow on BA. 245 to 250, there's actually a gap fill. And when I saw this unique option flow, I saw like a deep in the money put, and then identical time, like some 300s for the end of the year calls. So I don't know what type of strategy there is there, but I saw it on CNBC and I saw it on Quant Data. There's definitely some funky flow going on, so for that reason I'm having it on watch. It's trading in this downtrend ever since it rejected the highs from there to there. I really like it over 220, play it every $2. Would love to have some catalyst there. We'll see what's popping. Baba's got a huge catalyst. Over the weekend, or yesterday, the U.S. government forbid 3 companies out of China to be delisted. It wasn't Baba, so that's obviously great news. And as you guys know, Ant Group, which is like their holding company basically, is dealing with some stuff in China, negative. That's why we're sold off. Looking into getting some leaps here really soon. The market cap valuation is just stupid cheap. And yeah, it's like a value investment. So two plays we got here is we got a gap fill from 228 down to 225, 224.50. If not, then over 244, we're good for more upside. We're good till 250, 255, and then that will be the all-time high trend on the 4-hour as well. So that's another great place to go long. In confluence with 240, I have this trend from middle of the summer. Just keeping that out there because it's right where the gap is. I'm expecting heavy resistance, and yeah. So, something that's going to be huge this week is banks. Banks look absolutely gorgeous this week. Everything. Goldman Sachs, Citibank, Bank of America, whatever bank, Fifth Third Bank. That's where my mom works, so that's why I brought it. Everything looks so similar and everything looks like a breakout. So we've been in this uptrend. Bank of America, obviously over 30.55, target 31.5. And then this is the bank that I love to play. Shout out to Rich. Here's the daily chart. Keep it clean. It's Citibank. A break over 62, target 62.5, 65. This thing pays too. Like if you catch a dollar move on it, it's a couple 100%. So make sure that we keep that on watch. Let's go to the 20-day 1-hour on Disney. Disney is also in an uptrend. Ever since they had that huge update on streaming numbers, it's been ripping. And I love this consolidation that we saw on Thursday. Looking for a continuation above 183, played up to all-time high, then 185. I'll fib it out, I'll drop it in the chat. But we could see a huge, huge move on Disney, I believe. It's still got some stuff left in the tank, so. Yeah, Facebook. Not a fan of this setup at all. Over 280 is my only play long. Short under 270, target 266. If it can't hold there, we'll trade down to 255. Fedex killed earnings, and like I said, everything's priced in. So I got this trend, this yellow trend that you guys can see here. Coming into that 255 area, breaking this downtrend, so over 264, 265, played up every $5 all the way up to 280. If not, 255 is a potential dip buy. If it keeps dipping, just manage your risk, get out quick, sit in monthlies, or do what you got to do, however you play dips. So Google, I don't trade it because of the wide spreads. I got my alert set for the all-time high break over 1800. I'm going to set an alert as well. I know Z, when I used to talk to him, he loves trading Google on a Friday. I love playing snow on a Friday. Some of the spreads on Friday get filled so quick, and Google's one of them. Okay. This is the biggest setup of the week. You guys are like, yo, what is this? It's a stomp. IPOC is a SPAC, and the dude that brought this is bringing this SPAC. It's merging into Clover Health. January 6th is the vote, so that's Wednesday, and it's supposed to merge the 8th. So if you're going to be owning shares like I plan on doing, we need to vote, especially if you have enough shares that you can vote. We need to make sure it passes, obviously, because if it doesn't, that would not be good for us. So it's over 17, target all-time high, but I really plan on sitting in this in equity for high 20s, low 30s. This is going to be my main quote-unquote swing play for early in the year. It is a SPAC, like I said, so we have to make sure we manage our risk, but I really like the person who's bringing it forward. I like him as an investor. I've done a lot of research on it, and make sure you do your own due diligence here, but I really like IPOC. Clover Health is, the industry's growing 10x, and they're basically targeting over 65 and over people the age of 65 for health insurance, and that's just growing. So yeah, it's almost a no-brainer for me. If we can even get it cheaper, I'd consider adding. So this isn't in play yet, but JMIA, very high short interest, and all-time high is right about 50. We pulled back all the way down to 38. So I'm watching. I set my alert here, but when this happens, this is going to squeeze hard. High short, right at a whole number. I can see this thing ripping to 70 in like a week. So just keep your alerts there set them. Microsoft, not a fan. Not even going to go over. I don't trade Microsoft. MicroStrategy. This company, as you guys can see, is rallying. The reason why is because they own a lot of Bitcoin. So like how you guys saw SQ and PayPal, this is that on steroids. Over 400. And it's a 17-18% short interest. Expecting a nice squeeze here. Yeah, so I have an alert set. I'll set one right now over 400. We're going to play it. Probably stock. I haven't even checked the options. Let's do it right now. MSTR. They only have monthlies, and they are expensive with wide spreads. So that will be a stock trade. MU is, it's broken out of its multi-year downtrend. Now we are at the 3-year weekly high, but if we go to the max weekly, which I'll do right here, so we got 20 years weekly, we're not at the all-time high. 20-year weekly. There's levels up here around, let me see. Time interval. Max available week. Oh, my chart won't. There we go. So, as you guys can see, the all-time high is actually 97.5, but we are breaking out of 75. So over 75, we can see a push really all the way up to 82, 84. I ideally want to get back in on a pull if we get it. But if you guys look at the 20-day 1 hour, flagging beautifully. So just take it over 75, 60, play it to 76, 77, 78. Nvidia, not a fan until earnings. Netflix finally gave us some opportunity. Over 545, play it every $5. Or else downside under 520, target 510. As you guys can see, I'm very interested in a lot of long setups. So Neo Day is this upcoming weekend, so it's got to be on watch. IV is actually very high. When we look at Neo, market maker moves on this week is $5, so 10%, and then over the weekend it's double. So I'm going to play this week's over 50.5. It's good till 52, or else I'm looking in this green box right here, the 50% fib. I really want a potential dip buy there. Equity's not a bad play here either. It gives us enough volatility. So yeah, and let me just double check this here. think here. Let's check it right now. Neo Day, January 9th. Yeah, so January 9th is next Saturday. So yeah, keep that on watch. That's my main watch with Ipoc. PayPal, trading in this trend over 237.5, target 240, 242, or else under 230, target 225. SQ, really liking this for a potential dip. If the market pulls back a little, no trade on it because I think there's way better setups. And I think really the first week is going to take a lot of patience because we're not going to have a whole lot of market direction. Volatility is going to come in, and like I said, we have to be prepared for earnings seasons, and that's when you want to really have a lot of your bullets. So, yeah. Delete. Snap, another one waiting for earnings. Major upgrade from it was either Goldman or Morgan Stanley to $70. That's what you guys saw here. Absolutely rallied. Snap pays. Last one on the watch list is Tesla. Hey, yo. Sorry about that. Last one on the watch list is Tesla. Tesla, I have trading in this uptrend. We held 700 with the close, so we could see a continuation up. The next level for the fib is 720, and then 744.88. Downside, under 680, target 665. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. We don't have any big feds talking, we don't have anything like that. And then yeah, I'll be dropping this for you guys. You guys can either DM me or I'll drop it in the Discord. I've been working on it all night. I'll be sending that to you guys, and yeah, so like I said, we got Neo the 9th. We have Ipoc merging into Clover. I think it's CLOV. The 6th is the vote, and the 8th is the merger. So we can maybe like legit see something go 100%. That XL fleet was a SPAC. So yeah, something like that would be absolutely lit. I'm going to get in before. It's riskier. We know that. But then looking like Ipoc, Neo, Netflix I'm actually liking, and then Aapl I like out of that falling wedge. So yeah, that's all I'm really watching for the week. And Tesla obviously. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll post a bunch of this stuff in the Discord. As you guys can see, I just got here. Setup's still not where it needs to be. Content's getting better. A lot more content's coming. In real life stuff, hustling and trading stuff obviously related. And yeah, let's crush it this year. And I look forward to Monday with y'all. We'll be on voice, so let's get it.